Hello everybody, welcome back to Mindful and Mellow. Today I'm going to use the Rider-Waite Tarot deck. We're going to do an intuitive tarot reading and see what comes up. No questions, just pure intuition. We're going to see how all the cards interface with one another. That one that's just jumped out obviously has something to say and has a meaning, so I am going to flip that over. As usual, if there's any perceived nudity in it, I will cover that up. But we have the Two of Pentacles. So this was a jumper before, so this is interesting to see this one again. I'm really interested to kind of see what else comes up around this one because it is very interesting. All right, so we have the Six of Cups, the Two of Swords. Okay, so we have the Two of Swords and the Two of Pentacles. I'm going to put those side by side or one above the other. Okay, we have the Sun card. I'm going to use another card to cover this one up because that baby is perceived as being naked. So as you know, YouTube will not allow these to be posted if there's any perceived nudity, so I'm going to just cover that up like that. Let's see what else. Let's pull a few more. So we have we have the Devil, again, with a little bit more perceived nudity here, so we're going to cover that up as well. I don't necessarily agree with that, but it is what it is. We have the Knight of Wands, and we have the Four of Wands. Okay, so I feel inspired to kind of stop here. I'm going to zoom out a little bit so we can get a better view of these on my table. Okay, so first and foremost, we had this Two of Pentacles pop out. This has popped out previously for me, very recent, just earlier today when I was doing another reading. So clearly there's something here. There's some significance to this card because as you can see, there's nothing that would make it pop out per se. So this is all about kind of like finding a balance, right? Balancing work and play. So it could be finding a balance, needing to find a balance. Maybe you are very balanced. Okay, so take what resonates here, what this might mean for you, and ask yourself, how balanced am I? Am I balancing out myself, or am I giving too much to one particular area of my life? Am I too focused on my work? Am I too focused on? Am I just really kind of going out with friends and just are you playing too hard? You want to work hard and play hard, not just play hard or work hard. Okay, so it's very important to find that balance. So let's kind of see what else comes up with this. So the two of Swords is kind of like, we get two twos here. So the Two of Swords in my mind is kind of about like being at a crossroads. And maybe that's kind of like where you're at. Like maybe you've been doing something and you've been trying to find this balance and it's not working. So this could be, you might find yourself at a crossroads of like, okay, I need to make a change and I need to leave something behind. I'm getting something about leaving something behind. I don't know what that would be. So you might be kind of like weighing something and saying like, I need to release this anchor, something that's like been holding you back. So what's holding you back? What's anchoring you? Like what's kind of holding you in a stagnant area or place? Okay, so whether it's a job, whether it's it might be a person too. Sometimes like our friends can be like poor influences, and I think you need to ask yourself like, are the people that you're surrounding yourself with, are they aligned with who and what you want to be and where you want to go and the things you want to do with your life? And if the answer is yes, that's great. So that's wonderful. But if they're not, and they're like pursuing activities that might be perceived as harmful or kind of going against what, your values and desires and, just your general traction, where you want to go, if they're not aligned, you kind of need to decide how you want to handle those situations. I'm not saying you need to stop being friends with people, but sometimes relationships, we outgrow them. Sometimes they're just unhealthy relationships, okay? So, that's kind of what happens sometimes. The Six of Cups could be somebody coming back from the past, right? But this could also be generosity. So there's a lot of generosity in this particular card, handing this cup to this younger girl. So sometimes this is a little bit of nostalgia. It can also mean someone coming back from the past. Someone coming back from the past, or an offer coming back from the past. Maybe an opportunity coming back from the past. Maybe something is coming around again, and you kind of find yourself at this place where you're like, what do I want to do here? You need to make a decision, okay? Twos are also about decisions. This could be the yes or no, stay or go, that kind of thing. So it's kind of like an A or B kind of a decision. Could be something from the past coming around again. So, for someone here, this could be related to a particular job offer, or maybe somebody has approached you about something, working with them in the past, or trying something new, and maybe initially your answer was no. You might be kind of reevaluating that today. Remember, things change, perspectives change, situations change. So If you previously said no, maybe it just wasn't the right time. Ask yourself, maybe what has changed. Is there, has this particular person themselves changed? If it's a person coming back, an ex, somebody you maybe dated in the past and just didn't feel a connection with, have they changed? Have your paths aligned better in time? Sometimes that could happen. The positioning of this card close to the Four of Wands could indicate, it could be like there's something coming back, and this could be a wonderful celebration. This could be something that brings a tremendous opportunity and connection. It could also result in a marriage or some sort of relationship, a budding relationship that grows and evolves. So, I think it's something you need to be kind of carefully evaluating and considering, because I do feel like there's something coming back. I do feel like there's going to be a significant decision around it. And the positioning of the sun here, now I can't show this card because, the baby is sitting here on this white horse and has nothing on, so I need to make sure I'm covering this up. But long story short, the sun is all about, see the sun, how the sun's rays are like they're squiggly lines. To me, that represents vibration, right? So we know that heat and high vibration radiates at a very high frequency. So this is also, like, if we have positive emotion on the high end of the scale, so this is Esther Hicks, something like 101, Esther Hicks 101, law of manifestation, techniques and considerations, right? Is that when we're feeling a very positive emotion, elation, excitement, joy, love, affection, those are all the positive emotions that we might feel. We tend to vibrate at a higher frequency, and we attract more of that, right? So this could be, this represents high vibration, positive energy coming into your life, being all around you, right? You're riding high in this horse. This baby is kind of riding on this white horse that I really can't show too much of, but there's the white horse. There's also a lot of sunflowers in this card. So the sunflowers only appear in a few different cards, but you can always see like the sunflower is drawn to the sun's energy, right? So this is a magnetic attraction. This is a very strong connection. So if this is somebody coming back from the past, it could result in a marriage. But regardless, let's kind of put these two cards together now. Regardless, this is a very positive outcome. Like, this is a very positive situation. This is a high vibe, high vibration energy. Very positive emotions, positive outcomes. Things are looking really good. Just yellow in general is a very positive, uplifting color, right? We know that, yellow is one of the better cards for positive emotions and vibrations. So, a lot of people will paint walls in their homes yellow because it does elicit positive, upbeat emotions and feelings. Sometimes offices will do this too. I worked in an office and they painted a lot of the walls the brighter colors because they do resonate with the more positive, uplifting emotions, particularly on some like dark and cloudy kind of days. So this Knight of Wands is like, taking an action, right? So I do feel like once you make this, there's a decision you might be making, right? But once you make it, you're going to be off to the races. Like, things are going to go fast. Like, things are going to get moving. Like, this Knight of Wands, like, he is passionate. He's got a lot of energy, and all of a sudden, like, he is zipping forward. Sometimes too fast, so be careful of that, But hey, action is always a good thing to take, generally, right? So I do feel like maybe you're stagnant now. Maybe you're in a point of like, you're not actually moving. You're kind of shifting from foot to foot, considering and weighing a decision, yes or no, stay or go. But when you make the decision, if you make the decision to go, it's going to be off to the races quickly. So buckle up is kind of the phrase that comes to my mind, buckle up. With the Devil card, the Devil card's an interesting card. And again, like, I think that these people are there's some nudity in this card, so I need to be careful of this. The Devil card could kind of represent some of like the, there's a number of different things that the Devil card can represent. Sometimes it can represent lust. It can represent some of the lower vibe emotions. And some of the ones around lust, jealousy, impurity, maybe attraction to, some of the more controversial kind of things in life sometimes, So sometimes it, like the devil itself does. So this could be being aware of some of those negative emotions, some of those things that you need to let go of. And it could be tied to this decision of letting go of something too, right? So, but in general, like when I look at these, they're all very positive cards, very positive. Fairly, I would call these neutral. This is basically like, hey, this is a neutral thing. The Knight of Wands I view as generally a very positive card too, because there's action. Something is going on. There's a lot of excitement. We know that with the wands, that's traditionally what these kind of things mean, right? So I view the devil card as maybe you're releasing something that's kind of been holding you back. You release something that's been toxic, okay? The term toxic just comes to my mind. So if there's been something toxic in your life, you're certainly letting that go, okay? And that is very strongly correlated with these two cards here, I think. So when I look at these ones together, this is very positive, maybe releasing some of the toxic experiences that are in your life. So if there's been something that's been holding you back, I would say let that go and be free from that. So, but in general, I really, really, really love this reading. Let's just pull two more cards from the Rider-Waite Tarot deck. I'm just going to cut the deck again. Okay, so the Eight of Pentacles. So this is all about honing a craft, focusing, and really kind of becoming a master of whatever it is that you really are doing. So what really separates you apart and kind of what really makes you the unique person you are? What value do you bring is kind of what comes to me. The Tower. So the Tower, although it kind of looks like disaster, this is kind of like shaking you up in the beginning. This is shaking the foundation, okay, of something that you might believe. So again, I keep coming back to this. Whatever this is, this finding this balance, making a decision. I'm seeing a decision. The decision might rock your world. It might be something completely shocking to a lot of people, and it might be something that really kind of terrifies you because it could be something significant, makes you nervous because there's no certainty. And you're going to be off to the races very quickly. But overall, I really like this. I'm definitely getting clearing a decision. And I almost feel like clearing like blocked pipe, okay? It's kind of like what comes to my mind with these two twos is like you're clearing something that's kind of been stuck. But when you do that, it's going to be like, whoa, like it is like life is changing and we are off to the races. So that's a wonderful thing, though. I like that a lot. So thank you for being here. Hope some of this resonates. Let me know what resonates and what doesn't. And sometimes, you listen to these once and then you listen to them later on again. And sometimes you realize there was something that comes out and now it all of a sudden makes sense based upon things that have happened. So thank you for being here, and I'll be back again real soon.